Well, what up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? How we feeling out there today? It is Monday. It is the meeting. However, I do know that I have missed a couple of weeks. A couple weeks ago, I was going to film it, but I was in quite the state of anger. So it would not have been advisable to do that. I do want to not avoid situations like that, and I want to be able to, make the meeting, and whatever emotions are on display, and however we, handle the meeting, is what it is. But at the same time, I do handle anger quite irrationally sometimes. You see, and that day I was handling it very poorly. And then last Monday, I was sick. I was down in the dumps, if you will. So I just didn't really feel like talking. But here we are. We are back. We are still rip roaring and ready to go. We're putting in that work. We got the treadmill. We got the walk-in. We're gonna have to hit the gym because the weather's really starting to break. Free range Friday has been going okay. I ended up racing the rain last week, so I only got like a mile in. But doing pretty well there. I forgot to stop recording and start recording one session, so I ended up doing like 9 miles, and now that's my longest activity on Strava, but it's not even real because I was in the car for some of it, but also I wasn't even on the trail for some of it. So like, man, I really messed that one up. But either way, we're out there, we're doing work, having fun. The weather's trying to not cooperate, but we're not going to let it. We're going to keep doing our thing for as long as we can. I think we've made it like 9 weeks or so on the Free Range Friday. So that's a lot of fun. Just out there wiggity walking along. We've done different paths every time as well so far. So that's a lot of fun, super interesting. That's kind of the whole goal of it, is to like get out there and walk in a place that I haven't, walked before. I still have a couple in mind that are achievable. So I will probably, be hitting those soon. I don't only want to limit it to Friday though. I want to be able to get out there and do a little bit more. And then D&D stuff is going crazy. We had a couple week hiatus on that. But we got back into it last week with some super exciting, crazy stuff. They're going to court. They're traitors, treasonators, I guess. Treasonists, treasoners. Woke up way too early today, I think. I ended up getting in late from work, and then I just didn't sleep too well. But walked a bunch of miles last night, and then woke up today and got our workout in, trying to stay consistent, keep it moving. About mid-workout, I remembered that, oh yeah, I walked for 2.5 hours last night. I'm tired, but I kept going. I finished hard. Just really want to make a big transformation this winter. Really trying to get into some more things. I got some big ideas. I'm not entirely sure how to pull them off, or even who to, involve or incorporate, or work together with. But I got some really big ideas. I'd honestly even like to just film a game. I know I've tried a couple, but we keep falling off. I just got too much happening, and I don't like headphones enough. But all those are just excuses. What we really need to do is just keep putting our mind to a pen and that pen to paper and keep putting our foot in front of the other on that grindstone and just keep hammering, even if it's not something that's, physical, the brain does work, the body does work, and we keep pushing ourselves in different directions. I've been wanting to write a story, so I've officially put pen to paper. It's been a little while since I've gotten, back into it. But we've started. It's there on the table. It's within reach. That's kind of how I need things. If it gets too far out of sight, it gets very out of mind very quickly. And we're gonna try to avoid that, but life is happening. Things are moving fast. We're only getting older and things are only getting crazier. So we need to keep pushing ourselves to figure out how to stay a little bit younger. And my biggest find in that department is mostly just stay moving, keep motivated, but discipline and fun go a long way with the motivation. You can stay motivated all day long, but that's going to fade. That discipline is what's going to keep you moving day in and day out, but also switching things up and just keeping yourself on your toes and literally, doing some things on your toes, fast movements, fast twitch muscles, but you also got to lift heavy. And, there's a lot of systems in place that, don't work for everybody, and I'm one that really nothing the same ever really works for me. So I need to push hard when I'm doing it, but it has to be, I need to incorporate all the different aspects, because I'll get too focused on cardio or too focused on these other things, and I'll fatigue or injure, and that motivation will start to sway, and that discipline is there, but the direction that we were going doesn't allow for shifting. And that's like one of the big things that I always wanted to focus on with wrestling and stuff too, was being able to shift, alternate, move, do it all, be ready for anything, be able to take any situation and go into any direction, and be able to stay on your feet and continue moving. And that's why I think I do pretty well when it comes to like improv and stuff. And that's why I want to try and do like an improv show or something like that. Work with like a local bar, or we got a theater in one of the towns that's close by. I remember when I was a kid, they had a stage. I don't know if they still do. I don't know if they would be open to like having people, put on a show, but it would be a lot of fun. It would be something new for the community. If I can't bring wrestling, maybe I can bring some other form of entertainment. I don't know. It's a lot of just getting out, doing things, being part of the entertainment, and just having, different aspects of life that you are putting to test and flourishing. Like the D&D stuff is, just a lot of fun. It keeps you young, keeps your brain shifting in different directions, learning different things at all different times. Really helps you. Well, I think anyway, really helps you just not get stagnant and always have an ability to work in the context of like the differences of life. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this up and we're gonna hammer down, and don't forget to smile, my friends.